YouTube channel. It is Nikki here. So today I have this makeup look for you. It's been a hot minute since I've done an everyday makeup look. This is just my simple everyday look. I like it to still be a little bit glam because that is me, but it's really easy to create. I have also partnered up with Kiss Bobo. This is their 7-piece makeup brush set, and I've achieved the whole of this look just using their brushes, which is absolutely incredible. They're so soft, really good quality as well. So thank you so much to Kiss Bobo for partnering with me on this video. If you guys want to see how I achieved this everyday makeup look, then just keep on watching. Okay, so I am going to be starting with just a bare face, some fresh, clean skin, starting off with a really blank canvas. Okay, so before we do get into the tutorial, I wanted to quickly just share with you guys what brushes I'm going to be using because you guys always do ask me. Today is very simple. I have a set of 7 brushes. Seeing as this is an everyday kind of makeup look, you don't want loads and loads of brushes and to get confused with brushes. You kind of just want the basics. You want something that's going to do everything, and this set is absolutely incredible. It is from Kiss Bobo. How cute is that name? Love the packaging as well. Love the neon orange brush holder that it comes with, and it comes with 7 brushes inside. Oh my gosh, guys, these are literally like the smoothest brushes I've ever felt in my life. They're so soft, so smooth, and they just look so classy as well. So these brushes are actually synthetic fiber brushes, which means that they're not going to shed. I hate it. You know when you've got like your brushes and they're shedding hair and you're putting blusher on? Hate that. These ones won't shed. They are super fluffy, really soft. I really love the blending brush on this one as well, because you know a blending brush is important when you're doing your eyeshadow technique. You need to be able to blend that. They have these anti-slip grip handles, which I've never seen on brushes before, but I think that's super cute because when you're cutting, like when you're cutting your contour, that's gonna come in handy. These bad boys are really gonna come in handy, but I just like the fact that they are so affordable. I feel like brushes are so expensive. I've been using these every day and they are great just for your everyday makeup look, for dramatic makeup looks, but I like to use them just on a daily, and I've got a set of 7. When I go traveling, I just take these ones. So I think they're really convenient as well. Just to let you guys know that I have partnered up with Kiss Bobo to bring this everyday makeup tutorial for you guys. So thank you so much to them. Without them, I wouldn't be able to bring this tutorial for you guys. But without further ado, let's just get into the video. Okay, so to start off with, I am actually going to be mixing MAC's Strobe Cream with MELANIE MILLS X SONJDRADELUXE Body Gleam Radiance in Peach Deluxe. Love these together. They're both illuminizing lotions, and I love them because the foundation that I usually wear is always going to be matte, so I like that dewiness and that glow from within, and this is how I feel like I can achieve that. So I'm just going to mix these two together, and then I'm going to apply them all over my face and my neck and chest area. I literally love doing this because you can see how much radiance it gives to my skin. It just makes my skin look so plump, so healthy, so quickly. It just looks so radiant. I love it. You can also do this like if you're not wearing any makeup, if you're going out, or even if you're staying in, you want your skin to just kind of look fresh and revived almost. It looks just so hydrated. You could do this as well. Okay, so now it is time for primer, and I'm going to be using the MAC Natural Radiance in Radiant Yellow. This one does actually have oil control in it for all of my oily gals out there. It's also got orange peel in, I believe, which is going to add that radiance to the skin, and it smells really nice as well. I like it personally just because it is lightweight. I like a lightweight primer. I don't like the silicone ones that feel really thick. So I'm going to take a couple of pumps of this, and then I'm going to apply this all over the face and the neck area to prime. Okay, so moving on to foundation, I am going to be using the Fenty Beauty Bad Girl Riri Pro Filter Foundation in the shade 310, and I'm actually going to be mixing that with the face and body in the shade C5. If you guys have been following me for a while and you are the OGs, then you know that these are both my staples. I love these foundations and I love them together. The face and body adds a little bit of dewiness, and the Fenty Beauty is more of a matte flawless finish. So I'm going to be mixing these two on a palette dish, and then I'm going to be taking this Kiss Bobo foundation brush, and I'm actually going to be applying all over my face. I always take the colour down to my chest area dependent on how low my top is, just because I hate that kind of contrast between the face and the chest area. My face and neck, funnily enough, just happen to actually be a lot darker. It's weird, and my chest is lighter. you would think that my face would be lighter, but it's not, so I do always have to take the colour down. Okay, so for concealer, you guys already know I am going to be using the MAC Pro Longwear in the shades MT45 and 42. I'm actually going to take a pump each of these two, mix them on my palette dish, and then apply them with my Kiss Bobo concealer brush just underneath the eyes. I like to apply a little bit around my mouth area as well, because I do suffer with pigmentation around that area too. Then I'm just going to take my foundation brush and I'm just going to kind of buff this concealer out. Okay, so one thing that I have noticed is when I'm using brushes compared to a sponge, these Kiss Bobo brushes are amazing because I'm actually not using even half the product that I usually would use with a sponge, because the sponge will soak it all up. So when it comes to especially things like my concealer, if I pat it into the skin, then I'm not using half as much as the product, which is great because I'm not going to need to go back, and I go through that Pro Longwear like crazy. Now I am going to be highlighting the skin a little bit, and I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fits Me in the shade number 20. I love this because it is just a lightweight concealer, and I love the yellowish kind of tone that it has. I love the colour of it. So I'm going to apply this to all the high points of the face that I would usually highlight, and then I'm just going to use that foundation brush again and pat my highlight into my skin to give me a really nice flawless finish. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to contour. Now on an everyday basis, I probably would use powder, but if I want more of a natural finish, I like to cream contour because it just looks bomb on the skin. And for this, I'm going to be using the KKW contour stick. I've fallen back in love with this. I do love it. I do have the shade dark, and you do get a lighter shade and you get a darker shade. I like to actually just mix the two. So mix them where I would usually contour, and then I'm actually going to use this contouring brush. What I think is a contouring brush. It's a really fluffy brush, and I'm going to buff my contour out with this. Then I'm actually just going to go in and contour my nose. Then I found that this brush, which is just like an angle brush, if you just blend out the bottom, is amazing for nose contour. It's so good for nose contour. Okay, so that is more or less the skin done. We have a flawless base. You guys know how I feel about a flawless base. And then everything on top of this is pretty simple now. So we're going to move on to eyes. For eyebrows, I'm actually going to be using a MAC's Spiked Brow Pencil. I feel like on a daily, I don't actually like to use gel. So I'm going to go in with this pencil. It just kind of lets me fill in all of the gaps that I've got. Creates a really nice defined brow, but it's actually not as harsh as a gel. So I do like this. I'm just going to run this all the way through my brows. Now that our brows are done, and I quite like the look of them just like this, but I am going to carve them out. I'm going to be using the KEVYN AUCOIN Central Skin Enhancer in the shade SX10. Just using that concealer brush again, I'm just going to carve out my brows and prime my lids with this concealer as well. When I get to the edges, I just like to take it up, clean at the front, and blend that bad boy out. Now quickly before this creases, I am going to take a little bit of MAC's Mineralise Loose Powder as per usual. Taking my Kiss Bobo eyeshadow brush, I love this brush so much. I'm going to be taking a little bit of this product and just patting it on very delicately just to set these eyelids in place. I forgot to add that I do want to add a little bit of Benefit's Gimme Brow in the shade number 5. This is just a brow gel. I'm just going to apply it quickly through my brow hairs just to set them in place for the day. Okay, so for everyday eyeshadow, I keep it really simple. This is legit what I do. I have been using the Makeup Obsession. It's called the Live Love London eyeshadow in the shade Paris. I absolutely love this color. If you guys have been with me since day one, then you guys know that I love this sort of kind of burnt orange browny warm toned brown. You know that I love it, and I let the blending brush actually do all of the work. So I'm just going to use this one shade. These eyeshadows are £2. Can I just tell you, they're £2 from Boots. They're absolutely incredible. I'm just going to let the blending brush do all of the work, and I'm actually just going to kind of create like a halo effect on my eyes. So I just start by blending in the crease, doing like a spotlight, and I like to leave the eye like this. So I'm just going to gradually build this color up until I like the depth of it, and you guys will see what I kind of mean. I'm then going to take that color and I'm just going to apply it with the same blending brush on the lower lashes. So this is kind of how I like to do my eyes just on a daily. I leave this middle part just kind of like a spotlight but with no eyeshadow on, and then I smoke out the bottom. So it is smoky, like a smoky spotlight eye, but just using one eyeshadow. Now depending on how I am feeling, I don't always do a wing, but I'm feeling a wing today. I want more of a cat eye flick. So I'm going to be using the MAC Brush Black Felt Tip Liner, and I'm going to give myself really quick, simple cat eye wings. I'm then going to add a little bit of Maybelline's Lash Sensational Mascara as per usual, because you guys know I'm going to be applying fake lashes. Okay, so personal preference for you guys, I am going to be applying fake lashes because you know I love a good fake lash, but you could be wearing a mascara if you wanted to. I'm going to be using the BOOHOO lashes. These are in the style Salacia Lash. I love them. I'm just going to pop these bad boys on. If you do follow me on Instagram or Snapchat, then you know that these are my ride or die. I wear these like every day. That's why they're my everyday lash, but I wear them with a lot of looks. They're really fluffy, just really pretty. So I'm going to be applying some duo lash to them and applying these bad boys right on. I'm then just going to add a little bit of mascara to the bottom lashes as well. Now for bronzer, I'm going to be using a little bit of MAC's Give Me Sun, and I'm going to go back in with the Kiss Bobo contour angle brush that I was using before, and I'm just going to bronze up my skin really nice, so you guys know that I like more of that kind of sun-kissed bronzy vibe, and I love that for every day. Now I'm a girl that will use my brushes again, so you know that blending brush that we use for my eyeshadow? I'm actually just going to take the excess product off, and I do really like a small blending brush to apply my highlight with, especially when I just want a little bit of like piercing highlight, because I can really control it. So I'm just going to take the excess off, and then we're going to go into our highlighter. The highlight of my daily use is actually the Fenty Beauty by Rihanna, again in Mean Money and Hustler Baby. I love these colours. I actually apply the sheen down the centre of my nose because it is quite a natural highlight, and then I like the shimmery ones just on the top of my cheekbone. I don't actually like a lot of highlighter on a daily basis. I just like a little bit more of a dewy, glowy skin. So I'm going to apply both of these just with my blending brush. Now for lips, you guys know that I'm already going to go for a nude just because every day is pretty simple. But you can change up this lip because the eyes are kind of just very simple, so you can wear a bold lip with them. I'm going to be using the MAC Pro Longwear lip pencil in Ecetera. I'm just going to line and fill the whole of my lip in with this lip pencil to start off with. And then for lipstick on top, I'm actually going to be using the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade Stockholm. I love the formula of this. It's just kind of nice. It feels nice on the lips, and then it dries completely matte. So I'm just going to chuck a little bit of this on. And then you guys know I am going to be finishing off with a little bit of Fix Plus. This one has come to the end of its life. It's got a little bit in there. So I'm just going to drench myself in this. And that is it, guys, for this everyday makeup look. This is legit my everyday makeup look. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. If you are interested in the 7-piece brush set by Kiss Bobo, then the Amazon link will be left down below in the description box. These brushes are absolutely incredible, and you've seen me use them. You've seen how easily they blend out product. So hopefully you will check the brand out. And I guess that is it. I don't have anything else to report. Leave me all your requests down below, and I will see you in my next video. Love you. Mwah.